Hello everyone, my name is Edward and today I will be commentating the second race of the Formula 1 Anti-Stall Series Racing Season 3. Today we are at the Fuji International Speedway in Japan. Alongside me is the world champion from Season 1, Alex Eguya, and behind the buttons doing an amazing job in broadcasting this race is going to be Kevin Stam. How are you guys?
Hey Edward, hello everyone. How you doing? Yeah, fantastic to be on a new circuit on iRacing for this season. And yeah, it came pretty early on the second race of the season. So let's see how people adapt to it because you don't have time in 1 week or less to prepare this one. And yeah, let's see how it goes the race.
Alex, we were talking about this before going live, but I think it would be very good to talk about this with the stream as well. How it actually is racing on Fuji? Have you ever raced on it? And if you did, how it feels, this track?
Yeah, I raced here on Gran Turismo back in the days. Yeah, it's a fun circuit. The first part it's pretty tricky for the wheels for the rubber. And then on the later stages of the track, it's going to be like more twisty. Here it comes Benny. It's going to face now the kind of chicane. Now it's a pretty slow corner, right? Then again left. It's more like turn 1-2 on the Bahrain circuit. And then these corners are not comfortable for the driver because super late apex, you have to be outside, and on the inside it's not cambered, it's the other way around. It wants to throw you off the apex. Yeah, but that's a bit uncomfortable for the driver. It's not like going on, I don't know, maybe Maggots and Beckett's on Silverstone, which is awesome to be on a Formula 1 car. But then you have this straight, it's more than a kilometer, almost a mile, and yeah, it's yeah, everyone having problem even on the practice session. And yeah, it's super fun because now with the Formula 1 you have DRS and all that. And yeah, it's going to be interesting how people can be behind another car on that last sector and then be very close to the car in front and hit the DRS button.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be an amazing race because I remember every time I'm checking Instagram and there is an endurance racing on there, it's a lot of hype from the motorsport fans. You know, they are seeing this track and they are remembering the old races here. I remember there was a wet race here. I think that was 2009, maybe 2008. I don't really remember. Maybe
2007 because Fernando Alonso lost it on the 5, 6, 7, it was some super track, and I think Hamilton won it, and that's what allowed Hamilton to close out on the championship, and you can say that Alonso lost the championship there.
Yeah, that was 2007 in Japan actually, because I remember Sebastian Vettel, I think, crashed into Weber before Sebastian was at Red Bull. I think it was at Toro Rosso, and that was the start of
safety car.
Yeah. That was the start of a long battle between Vettel and Weber actually in real life, because as teammates they have collided a lot of time and they weren't that good of friends outside the team.
Yeah, it's you didn't know at the time it's going to be that class of teammates. As you said, Sebastian wasn't at Toro Rosso at the time. But yeah, a story started there for sure because Vettel was very angry. It was a safety car period. You don't expect hitting another driver there. So yeah, it's something that happens.
Yeah, talking about the safety car driver of today has obviously, as you guys already know, here at the Formula 1 series, the safety car is driven manually by a real human. And I don't think that the driver actually has a steering wheel. He had like what was that? It was like a changing gear, you know, put inside instead of the steering wheel. That was extremely fun to see.
Just to clarify that was last week. That was our stand-in safety car driver, Liam Kerr, who is actually out on track right now. With a wheel this time.
Oh, that's great to hear. So our safety car driver is not as Kimi Raikkonen in Baku when he did not had that the steering wheel. Anyways, the qualifying has just started. We are having a lot of drivers on track. Everyone is trying to set a time as soon as possible. As you said, Alex, it's a new track and it's not that easy to understand it because it's very twisty, and obviously you need to do as many laps as you can. So this is why I think all the drivers are going out so quick.
Yeah, and I see 3 drivers with a medium tire. Nobody knows how the track is going to be with the tires. I assume it's going to be hard on the tires, but not that hard. I think they cannot do the whole 50% race on the mediums. But yeah, it's going to be interesting if someone do a fast lap with the medium tires and then start with that because it's mandatory this year on iRacing to start with the quali tire. And yeah, you are going to be much faster at the end of the race. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Benjamin, I think it's going to be the first one hitting the wall.
This is another spin, Alex. We can remember from last week, I think Benjamin Ziz has done at least 10 mistakes in practice qualifying and also the race. We've seen him in the race going wide 2 or 3 times, and obviously we've had that already iconic crash, I might say. You know, in the last corner, so we're seeing another spin here from Tyler Nelson.
Interesting to see that corner because it's giving headache to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the events that are happening, and I can't see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers going on off the track in the last 10 seconds. It's crazy. it's like it's raining.
Yeah, and I saw that everyone that did a mistake while on the stream, sorry, with the soft tire, and then Anthony Sorano, has done a 113.2 with the medium tire, so it's going to be interesting to see him with that tire.
Yeah, but I think Anthony Sorano has done a mistake. Let me just check. No, Anthony Sorano has done a clean lap. So this is the benchmark for today's qualifying. 113.2. Let's see if anyone will be able to beat him. Obviously, Anthony Sorano is on a medium compound tire. Maybe this is the strategy for today, going on the medium in qualifying.
Yeah, it could work. I think we saw a 112.9 on practice, I think. So yeah, it's pretty close to that mark.
Yeah, anyways, as we were talking about Benjamin Ziz, who are watching right now, obviously he is the champion from last season, but we've seen him last week doing a lot of mistakes. Alex, is that, I think I asked you last week as well this question, but is he feeling the pressure from being the champion, or what's happening to the German driver? Because last season he was like a Swiss watch, he wasn't doing any mistake, and this season in one race has done more mistakes than in the entire season.
Yeah, more like German engineering. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I was surprised last week that he made so many mistakes, even on the infamous Wall of Champions, on the last corner of the last lap. But yeah, now with a new circuit that you don't know as well as any other circuit on iRacing, and it's not that popular on Fuji and on other simulators. I don't know. Maybe with if he makes mistakes, this track, of course, it's going to feel the pressure. Maybe also with the summer heat, it's much uncomfortable for the driver to be sitting on a simulator. So yeah, maybe those things add up, and I don't know. Maybe you drive differently. I don't know.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, but I might be wrong because I haven't raced in iRacing for a long time. I think that the temperature on the track is a temperature that is in real life. Is that correct?
Well, it generates as you load the track. So yeah, it has into account if it's summer, spring, winter. But yeah, then it's generated. It's 38 temperature. That I think it's. I don't know if it's track temperature or temperature. It is going to be track, yeah, for sure, because 38 is going to be a lot. Maybe
Yeah,
not
no.
suitable for Japan.
As
Sorry?
we're seeing the information out that the safety car will be driven by George Hill. Anyways, I was just saying that the track temperature is 38 degrees and the temperature in the air is 24 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, 38 is not the hottest that we've driven, because I think in Barcelona it's one of the hottest tracks on iRacing and in real life. But yeah, it's that's something to have into account with on the warm-up lap, as we saw with a couple of spins on the last sector. Yeah, it's something that you have to have in mind and see if you have tested it with more or less temperature, and then adapt your driving style.
Yes, we're watching now Stefan Hoffman, the German driver. He's going to end his lap. He is on a decent lap. He's not on a pole lap, but let's see where he will finish. That's not amazing. 115 point. It's 114.6. He goes in 4th place. And now let's see Benjamin Zies, the German driver. He's still on his out lap. So maybe we can go on board with the German driver. I'm really curious how will he do his first lap, his first time lap actually, because he has done no mistakes.
Yeah, and we can also commentate on the lap. Turn one.
Yeah, I'll let you on this because you are the expert here.
Yeah, he done turn one. It's turn three right now. Full throttle left-hander. Yeah, it's. I think he has to do. Yeah, he's frustrated. Yeah, you can see that he was frustrated. Yeah, he turned the wheel full to the left to have a fast crash, and then you can reload quicker. Yeah, that turn three, which is actually it's turn two, because the second official corner is a kink, and you don't have to brake or anything like that. As we saw that Liam Kerr has done a 112.3. That's a massive difference with Anthony.
112.3, yeah, 8 tenths to Anthony Serrano, but we still have to keep in mind that Anthony Serrano is on a medium compound tire, so this might make a change. But anyways, I'm looking at this track and the onboard of the cars, and this track reminds me a lot of Turkey. I don't know if it's just me, but looking at the corners, and obviously Fuji has that 100R, and from a recent memory and for the recent fans of Formula 1, this track seems a lot like Turkey.
Yeah, with that turn 4-5, which is after the first the braking point, the first corner, which we are heading now. Yeah, it's a long, super long right corner. Then also the last sector, it's more like Austin, like the Circuit of the Americas, which has a lot of the stadium section, where you have a lot of late apex corners. So yeah, and also this chicane is, like I said, like Bahrain. So yeah, I think right now you can compare one sector or one couple of corners with another ones existing on another circuit. So yeah, for the driver it's something to have in mind, you know, like okay, now I have to brake like this circuit, and it's easier to know the track if you don't know it.
Yeah, on the other hand, we can expect more mistakes than we usually do in a race, because obviously this track is new for the majority of the drivers, because it's not usual to go and race Formula 1 cars at Fuji. As far as I'm concerned, most of the Formula 1 driver and the drivers, you can correct me if I'm wrong because you're the expert here, but you guys race on tracks that are actually on the Formula 1 calendar with the Formula 1 cars, and it's not really usually to go with these Formula 1 cars on Fuji.
Yeah, at least in iRacing released this track a week ago, so yeah, it's new for everyone. I'm sure maybe one or two drivers attempted a full race distance on practice, but yeah, I hardly doubt that. As Benjamin C said, 112.6, which is a great lap, I think, after all the mistake he's done. But yeah, on iRacing we tend to drive on at least the FIA grade A circuits. So yeah, you don't go, for example, to I don't know, maybe Detroit with this super slow street circuit or something like that. Yeah, only on FIA grade A, which is suitable only for Formula 1 in real life.
Yeah, but it would be fun. It would be fun. Like, I always wanted to watch a Formula 1 race on an oval track, on a NASCAR track. I mean, I don't know how boring it would be, but Yeah, obviously I know that there's IndyCar, which is pretty much the same thing, but I would be extremely curious to see how these Formula 1 cars would react on an oval track. Or probably they would overheat and blow up after two laps, as Ferrari blown up in Baku. But yeah, I don't know, I think it would be fun. At least this is the amazing part of esports and iRacing. You can do all these things because in real life you will never see something like that.
Yeah, for a battery and power unit point of view, it's a nonsense because the battery is going to drown in half a lap, and then you cannot recharge it because you are not braking and you are not generating that power for the electric engine. But yeah, on the other side, you have to, if you set up your car well, like on oval, it's super different because the outside wheels have to be more cambered, and the inside ones don't have anything to do because you don't put load on the tires. But yeah, if you set that car, you can play with that. Also, maybe allowing some DRS zones will be crazy on an oval track, but yeah, that's something that we can try on week 13, which is like the relaxing non-official races on iRacing. And yeah, we're seeing another driver making a mistake. Was it Alvaro? Yeah, it was Alvaro Gutierrez.
Yeah,
The P2 last week.
Oh, another spin for Paulo Lopez now. Alvaro Gutierrez, I think he wants to take his redemption because we know Alvaro Gutierrez has led most of the race last week in Canada, but he has been crashed by a lapped car. Seemingly like Max Verstappen crashed with Esteban Ocon, I think that was in real life. But anyways, Alvaro Gutierrez has lost a certain win. He finished in second place because of the crash that happened between Victor and Benjamin. But anyways, I think Alvaro Gutierrez is now hyped. He's now pumped up to win this race and take his redemption.
Yeah, he's now P8 with almost 2 seconds to the leader. More than 2 seconds, sorry. But yes, it's a new circuit, it's kind of random race for everyone because it's too early in the game for people to prepare it. If it was released like 5-6 weeks ago, maybe someone had the time to test the track. But I think with only one week of preparation, I think no one has certain how the car will react on long runs, and maybe you don't know where to push on a quali lap. So yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a new experience for every driver.
Incident between car number 1 and car number 37 has been noted. I wonder what happened because car number 37 is Benjamin Zies. He's the world champion from last season. We haven't seen anything. Maybe we will get a replay in order to see what happened. Anyways, Alex, there's a question I really wanted to ask you. You are the world champion from season 1, obviously, and Benjamin Zies is the world champion from season 2. I'm wondering, how are you seeing his situation? How are you perceiving his championship and seeing him out on track right now?
Yeah,
is it a different perspective? Like, are you feeling something when you're seeing him on track?
Envy. I feel envy because I cannot race right now because I'm having work done at my home. But he finished in style season 2. I think he couldn't complete a couple of challenges that he made with himself. I think on the last 2 races, I think he tried a no quality challenge or something like that, like trying to win from the back of the grid. And then a crazy strategy at Interlagos with that infamous hard tire that he couldn't bring the temperature. Oh yeah, that car was over sliding like a kilometer ago. So yeah, it was.
That's the corner 100. I think that's turn 5. We will see a lot of crashes there because you go so fast and it's so easy, especially with these setups, to lose the car on there in turn 5. So we might see a lot of crashes in the race there. That's a corner to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and this one is the one before. It's like a super fast left-hander. It's going to be full load on the front right tire, and now it's the other way around. It's going to be super critical for the front left tire, that corner, because you are turning and turning and turning, and you are overheating that tire in particular, and then you have to brake while loading that overheated tire. And maybe we can see a lot of lockups on turn 6, and also in the long runs, the more laps you go with this car, you are going to feel more and more understeer on that corner. So yeah, if you compare your turning radius on turn 1 and turn 20 to say an example, yeah, in turn 20 you are going to be turning much more, and because the car is not going to have that grip. Ow!
Another mistake for Benjamin Ziz.
Yeah, I was told those sausages on the exit are criminal on pretty much the whole lap. So yeah, they have to be very aware of those yellow sausages on the left hand side of the corner.
Anthony Serrano still sticking to his strategy. He's still staying on the medium tire.
Yeah, he was preparing the last corners. He sacrificed it to have the better acceleration. Now super heavy braking downhill.
Easy lockup, small lockup, and he's gone wide.
Yeah, he's gone wide. Yeah, and he braked it. Yeah, I thought maybe he was going for another lap, maybe testing some long runs. But no, he aborted the lap.
I think this is Lion Kerr, if I'm not wrong, that we're watching right now. Oh, another lockup here. We're seeing a lot of lockups, but as I said, it's very easy to do a mistake, especially when on a track that it's this new.
Yeah, also the people making setups, I don't want to say they don't know, but how to set up this track. But yeah, it's I think it's you can reuse a setup for another circuit, like as you say, we don't have Turkey, but yeah, you have Circuit of the Americas, which also has a super long straight. Maybe Suzuka as well, something like that. I think will do for this track. But yeah, on the long runs and when you're pushing you're 100%. And anything as you know you're pushing now on qualifying. Yeah, you know how the car will react with those sausages. Maybe you didn't test the grip on every curve, because it's different the grip on the curve and the AstroTurf and the tarmac on different circuits. So yeah, you have to test everything out, and yeah, it's something that you cannot do on just 1 week.
Yeah, I'm wondering what it takes to be a champion on a series like this. Like, if you would be racing now, if you would be able to race and you would not be here in the commentator box, well, I'm blessed that you're here, because then I would have to comment alone. But anyways, would you say like an entire night in order to prepare the race, or you just go with what you know?
I think experience is the most the best asset that you can have. But yeah, it's something that you want to find maybe for this circuit, which is pretty new for everyone. You want to maybe cancel anything in real life to maybe have 30 minutes training in this circuit. Yeah, that will give you a lot of experience just on Fuji. But yeah, that will be my approach. For sure, in the future with a family and that, I won't be able to do that as much as I like. But yeah, experience and just try to test the track and the cars as much as you can.
I see. Well, anyways, the qualifying is about to be done, as we're seeing the last laps that are now here, and everyone is on yellow sector, so no one is actually improving. Tyler Nelson is on yellow sector, Paulo Lopez as well, and Benny Fuji, or only Alaric Van Bos green sector. Let's see if he would be able to improve. Benny Fuji improves on the second sector. But let's just see. No one is on amazing laps, no one is on purple sector, so I think this will much probably be pole position for Liam Kerr, but we have to just wait a couple of seconds until everyone will finish their laps. Paulo Lopez is very close as we're now watching. I think this is Alvaro Gutierrez that we're watching. Has gone very half spin. This is his lap done.
Yeah, I think for many drivers, they better watch out on that last sector and try to survive, as like the Netflix series, Drive to Survive, rather than drive to be super quick, because we are seeing a lot of mistakes, and maybe the track doesn't have the grip that the drivers wanted, and that's why they are making spins there. Ooh, and Alvaro went P9 and was 1/10 of a second away from getting Alaric on P8.
Yeah, and this has been it for the qualifying. The top 3 is on the soft tires, but they should be keeping an eye on Serrano and Nelson, who are on the medium compound tires. Anyways, we're now waiting for the official result. There has been an warning there for car number 1 for Aiden Young, who is, I think, our rookie today. I have never raced in ETISA Racing as far as I'm concerned. He's had an incident with Benjamin Z's car number 37, and this is why he has got that warning. We're just waiting for the official results, but I can tell you from the live timing, as we're having now the grid in front of our eyes. Liam Kerr will start from pole position with Benjamin Ziz in second place. Paulo Lopez in third place with Anthony Serrano completing row number 2. Taylor Nelson 5th place and Joan Sovale in 6th place. Troy Banks will start 7th with Alaric van der Moos alongside him in P8. Alvaro Gutierrez will start in P9. Stefan Hoffman will be 10th. Benny Fiji 11th. And Aiden Young will round up the grid in P12. I think Enzo Gilardini has also joined the race in P13. I'm wondering if he will start the race. Obviously, he haven't took part in qualifying.
Yeah, that'd be great. The more drivers on the track, that will be better for everyone.
Yep, Enzo Gilardini is on the grid. P13 racing for Red Bull Racing. On a Mercedes, so this is going to be more than interesting to see. And obviously George Hill, he is our safety car driver for today. Anyways, Alex, I'm sure that it's going to be a race filled with incidents, filled with drama. So after what we had last week with that crash between Bolea and Benjamin Ziz, I'm sure that this week is going to be even crazier.
Yeah, with it's a rolling start. It's a mistake from the race director, but yeah, it's something that happened before on the past. It's like we're going to do a rolling start like on IndyCar and another series. And yeah, it's going to be even crazier, I think, turn 1, because you don't have the lights out. But yeah, it's going to be a super long straight to battle with 13 drivers on track.
Just a little heads up. I believe I'm in contact with race control. They are trying to orchestrate a standing start finish. But we are looking into how we can solve this, because this wasn't meant to happen, of course.
Okay, so we're making even more realistically, as we are going to see in the Formula 1 game with drivers that will now be able to put their cars on the grid. I think this is what's going to happen today as well. We are going to see for the first time maybe in iRacing, drivers having to stop their car in the right place for the start of the race. Is going to be very interesting. Let's see what.
Yeah, and I don't want to ruin anything, but if they stay too long on the grid, the tires are going to be super cold, and I think it's going to be an incident on turn 1. I hope not, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind.
I'm wondering what's happening. Are the drivers actually going to stop their cars?
They are going with a rolling start.
Okay. So they will not be something that would be interesting. That would have been interesting. With drivers trying to stop their car at the right place. That would add a little, even more realism to this already very realistic league. But anyways, we'll have rolling start. Liam Kerr is on the left. Benjamin Ziz is on the right. Well, now the roles are reserved. The safety cars still haven't gone in. He's now going very aggressively in the pit lane, and the lights are in front of your eyes. And also in front of the driver's side, let's see, Lime Curry is dictating the pace. As we're seeing the lights going out, and Lime Curry has just started the race. We're seeing a lot of overtakes even before the green flag has been waved. Now the race has officially started. A pretty hectic start already, as we're seeing the two teammates going side by side in turn 1. Taylor Nelson and Anthony Serrano. No incidents in turn 1, Alex. Oh, but very close there to an incident in turn 2.
Yeah, it was. I was doing something with my face because I was expecting a late braking or something like that, but it was a clean move on turn 1.
Tyler Nelson and Anthony Serrano, they are teammates and they are both on the medium compound tires. Let's see if this strategy will pay out, because Tyler Nelson is very close to Paulo Lopez, who is on the soft tires. We're now going through turn 6. No, we're now going to turn 10, to turn Dunlop, and Paulo Lopez has gonna leave be wide. So Tyler Nelson will have now the run up, but it's not very long until turn 13 and 14 nets. Very hard to overtake through here, so he will have to wait up until the start finish straight. Oh, he will try down inside in turn 16, and that's it. It's moved on. Tyler Nelson is up in third place, but Paulo Lopez is giving there, and they touched. They touched. Tyler Nelson is round, and Paulo Lopez is heading down, and he's heading straight to the pit lane. As well goes Tyler Nelson, so the strategy with the medium compound tires, not only that will not pay out, but it's going to create even more problems because of the incident with Paulo. Benjamin Ziz is putting a lot of pressure on Lime Kerr, and he's trying to make him do a mistake, as Anthony Serrano does a mistake by going wide under pressure from Joan Solvale.
Yeah, it was the same. I think Tyler Nelson maybe hit the curbs and upset the car, and he hit Paulo Lopez without wanting that. It's the same because it was I think Tyler and Anthony were wanting to overtake Paulo and not lose the train in the front with Liam and Benjamin. But yeah, it's the same that happened, and now the strategy is compromised.
Yeah, you talked, Alex, about Benjamin Ziz, who tried last season a strategy with hards from start to finish. This is what Tyler Nelson tries as well today. Tyler Nelson is on a hard compound tires. Let's see how slow or maybe how fast he is on his compound. But as we know from iRacing, this is not the greatest strategy that you can try.
Yeah, but it's the only one available right now because it's lap 1. You can use the soft tire, but you have to pit again. And yeah, it's not realistic to think about safety car plans and anything like that. And yeah, the only solution is to put on the white market tires, the hardest one, and hope for the best that they will make it to the end.
Yeah, Benjamin is still putting pressure on Lime Kerr. Now we've gone through 100R and now through the hairpin turns 6 as Lime Kerr just disappeared. Alex, how scary it is to see the car in front just disappearing?
It's the scariest thing that you can encounter. You can see him disappear, you can see him bouncing up and down, which is also crazy. As we are seeing, I think it's Juancho Valle run the outside.
Contact. It's another contact. Anthony Serrano, the teammate of Tyler Nelson, is now wide after a contact with Joan Solvale. So this is an absolute disaster for the team from United States.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe a bit of, I think it was a bit of a net code there because they wanted to make it side by side, and cars, I think they were on realistic lines to that chicane side by side. But yeah, it's the same when you have contact with another car without wanting it because yeah, you destroy both races.
Joan Solvale might lose another position because Stefan Hoffman is all on his gearbox as Paulo Lopez locks up there. But Paulo Lopez is a lapped car, so the red car in front is a lapped one. But Joan Solvale might have some damage after that contact with...
Yeah, it's not visible damage. We cannot see visible damage, but maybe, yeah, something with the wheel is misaligned or something with the front tire that is not visually... we are not visually able to see it, but yeah, it's something
Sorry, Alex. Benjamin, this is very close. There was less than a tenth between the first two drivers, but now the gap is increasing, so...
Yeah, it's like the concertina effect with those last sector corners. Also, they are behind Enzo Girardini, the back marker. So yeah, maybe Liam is suffering from that, but I think they are both overtaking him now with the DRS on the main straight. So yeah, it's going to be 3 ahead of Liam.
Enzo Ghilardini has gone through the pit lane. He has already done his mandatory pit stop. He's surely had some damage because his pit stop has been 31 seconds as Paulo Lopez gets past Aidan Young for 11th place. Stefan Oldman tried to go around the outside, but it's very hard to go around the outside in turn 1.
Yeah, I was surprised how much top speed Juancho had there, because Stefan was with the DRS and he couldn't overtake him. So yeah, maybe a different setup there.
Alvaro Gutierrez, on his quest to take his revenge, will try to go up in 6th place. He is now all on the gearbox of Alaric Van den Bos. Will try around the outside. It's very hard to overtake through here, but he might make it work. This is turn number 9, and he's done it right before the corner named Dunlop.
Yeah,
6th place.
Critical for his strategy, sorry, because he's on medium tires and he wants to do his lap times without fighting with another car, and also for his as we said, for his mental recovery from last race. He was about to win it and had a contact with a back marker. And we're seeing Benjamin trying an outside move on Liam. He has DRS now, but this DRS zone is pretty.
Liam locked up there in turn 1 very heavily. We could see the smoke from Benjamin's car, and he's putting a lot of pressure. Let's see, through turn 6 it's very hard to overtake through here, but Benjamin is closer than ever. And now a long run through turn 8, 9. You go flat out through these corners, and you can try something in turn 10. Will Benjamin try something in that corner? Oh, they're getting very close. But Benjamin just has to stay behind.
Yeah, if you can overtake a car, just stay behind, put pressure on him and make him nervous, going left, right, inside, outside. Ooh!
That's a mistake. That's another mistake from Benjamin Ziz. Hopefully this is the last one of this race.
Oh, another one.
Just as I said that.
Yeah, it's the commentator's jinx. Yeah, I think maybe the DTR compromised a little bit the air of Benjamin. Because yeah, two corners in a row with mistakes like that, I think it has to be something with the DTR. But also Benjamin might be overdriving his car, because you know it's a new setup for everybody, it's a new circuit for everybody. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind.
Talking about the commentator's curse, where is our Vietnamese driver Ngo Can when he's not racing today? I remember last time that I commentated in the last season, he was going up high into the points, and then just as I was talking about him, he crashed. You can check that on our Instagram, that moment. It's a very interesting one, so I'm strongly telling you to go there and check that one. But anyways, Vietnamese driver, he's not here.
Yeah, I can say I was here on the creation of that meme with the commentator's curse, as you said. But yeah, maybe also remember that on iRacing you have to pay for every new circuit and car. So yeah, maybe that's why we have only 11, 12 drivers here. Not that many people buy a new track when it's released, because you want to see if there are a lot of races here. Maybe the people is not buying it, they are not wanting it. But yeah, for me it's it's a sure buy, because it's as we said before, it's a FIA Grade A or Grade 1 circuit, and you know we're going to be racing here with the Formula 1 long time. So yeah, it's another circuit to add to your collection, and hopefully I will race there on the next season.
Should Formula 1 come back here in real life? This is a question for you, Alex, and also for our viewers. If you can type that in the chat, it would be amazing, because I'm really curious of your opinions. Yeah,
well, you know, FIA has strict rules with the tracks, but yeah, with Japan, I think they don't want 2 circuits for the Grand Prix of Japan. So yeah, if you go to Fuji, you are going to be sacrificing Suzuka, which is also a mega circuit. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, it's like everything in Formula One and in real life, you have to find the perfect balance. Maybe have something like Germany with Hockenheim and Nürburgring, which 1 year running in one circuit and the next year in the other. But yeah, maybe people's opinion or drivers' opinion can. I hope they count more for the FIA than money. To be honest, but yeah, it's something that I think we cannot do anything right now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of drama off track, because that's what we're seeing a lot of times in real life with drivers and also teams putting up complaints to the other drivers because of the incidents. We're now seeing an incident happen between Anthony Sorano and another car. Anthony Sorano
and Paulo Lopez, I think it was the incident on the last corner of the first lap.
Yep, so Anthony Serrano has officially put a complaint because of that incident to the anti-stall racing stewards.
Yeah, it's something that in the car you have to... It's hard because you are, as we said, maybe you are cancelling something in real life to have more testing here, and it goes down the drain on the first lap. So yeah, it's something that you don't want to experience, and we are seeing that Benjamin recovered every time that he lost.
He's close, and he's gaining. I think he has DRS. The DRS is open on the blue car, and Liam cannot do anything. And Benjamin is now in first place. Oh, he goes to the dive bomb. Oh, this is incredible, and he goes wide. Will he keep his place? Yes, he does. What a move from Liam Kerr. I think he has to give the position back, but because he has overtook him by being all four wheels of track. We have seen this in real life, and I'm sure that even on this game it's going to be controversy. So we've had controversy in race 1 with that incident between Ziz and Bolea. Now Liam Kerr doesn't overtake. He gives the position back, but he does it like Verstappen in Saudi Arabia. There's a lot of controversy. Benjamin Ziz doesn't want to overtake. He just sticks back because he will have DRS next lap.
Yeah, it's for sure. Benjamin will be hot-blooded right now with that move, but yeah, he also has the confidence that he can overtake Liam and get away in the distance, because he was super fast on the last 2 laps. So yeah, it's a confident boost for Liam and for Benjamin, sorry, and it's going to be the other way around for Liam, because he's defending right after the corner. So yeah, he knows he's maybe a sitting back on the straight with the DRS.
Yo, and now he has DRS, slipstream, and again Benjamin Ziz is in first place. Liam Kerr cannot do anything about this. Will he try to go down east side again? He does! And oh, Benjamin Ziz has to go very wide in order to avoid it, but Liam Kerr is back in first place. Oh, what a race we're having from the Aussie. I'm sure that Beagles, the other commentator, he is in front of his TV and he's absolutely cheering for the Aussie as he disappears again. Will Benjamin try to go again in another corner? This is turn 7, and that's it. It's job done. I think that was a call from the stewards because Liam has that bomb pretty easily there.
I think Liam lifted a little bit. Maybe he knew it was a crazy dive bomb. The second one wasn't that crazy, but the first one with the off track and then the rejoin was something that he didn't want to see. And yeah, as we saw, they're side by side again.
No, this is a replay of the move.
It's a replay, okay.
This is the live scene now. Liam Kerr is the attacker. DRS. Let's see, will Benjamin pay it back? Will he go for the dive bomb? But Benjamin Ziz goes down inside. He will have the inside in turn 1. Liam Kerr goes defensive and he gets the first place. He locks up again. I'm sure that his right front tire is absolutely flat. He's going to have 3 wheels and a square by the end of the race.
Yeah, but it's something that Benjamin can manage. You know, keep doing those lockups, and you're going to be maybe an off track on the next corner with the lack of grip. But yeah, it's something that he knew that he can. He knows that he can overtake Liam. So yeah, just stay as I was saying before. Just stay at the back, putting pressure on him, and just be patient. You have still 21, 22 laps to go. So yeah, stick behind him. Don't lose the DRS, and yeah,
Wait
come
for
on.
the mistake. Wait for the mistake. That's a good strategy because we can see that it's very easy to do a mistake on this track. And also, Lime Kerr has locked up so many times in turn 1 that the flat spot surely will have an impact on this race. But anyways, it's beautiful for us commentators, and I'm sure that for all of you that are viewing this race. As Oscari said in the chat, love the battle. I absolutely love the battle as well, Oscari.
Yeah, it's something that you rarely see on F1 in real life. Also on iRacing, it's pretty rare to see. Yeah, maybe battles last one lap, one corner even. So yeah, when you see a multi-lap battle, it's something to as you say with beers, something to grab a beer and stick in front of your monitor.
Yeah, but it's so great to commentate these type of races because obviously when you're seeing two drivers going so close one to each other, it just fuels you up with some amazing energy. Anyways, coming back to our race, we can see on the left side of the screen, we can see how many times each driver has gone off track. At 15 off tracks, you get the penalty. And Benjamin Zies has gone wide there.
Yeah, I think he went too deep on the inside. Hit a bump or something that upset his car. Sorry, and yeah, he had to avoid the sausages. Before the stream, we were watching people on practice, and I don't know who it was, but he did a backflip with those super high sausages. So yeah, it's something that you want to avoid. If you are going wide there, it's better to go full outside and avoid the sausages.
Oh, Enzo Ghilardini, another mistake. She's going out of the pit lane. Oh, I think Liam Kerr has done a mistake because Benjamin Zies is very close. I'm wondering what happened there. I think Benjamin Zies has done another mistake in turn 1 because that's, I think, Liam Kerr's weakest spot. Even though he recovered twice his first place by obviously braking very late, he has gone wide each time there.
Yeah, also the lockup won't be helping for sure. It's getting worse and worse and worse, and you are locking up more easily on that front right tire. So yeah, even in these corners you have less grip on the front right, and yeah, it's going to. He must be aware of that, and he will pit maybe lap 14 to 15. I don't know. He's hitting them to
in the pit lane. He goes into the pit lane. No, he doesn't. He plays a dummy on Benjamin. Yep, yeah. Very smart from Liam Kerr. So now Benjamin Zies will have no idea of Liam's strategy. Let's see turn 1 again. No more lockup from the Aussie nor from the German driver. They are still going very close.
On lap 1 or even before the safety the pit, the visit to the pit lane. So yeah, it's a patience game, as we said. Make Liam suffer, make Liam be more sweaty every lap, and yeah, force him to do a mistake, and if he doesn't do a mistake, just end it on the last 2, 3, or 5 laps, and yeah. The most important thing for Benjamin is to stick with him, don't lose the DRS, and stop making those mistakes. I think
it's the. I don't know, it's the 5th time that he's gone wide through the corner. I think that's turn 8. Or maybe that's turn 13. But anyways, so many mistakes from Benjamin in that exact same corner. Anyways, there has been a drive-through awarded for Paulo Lopez, I think. He's now out of the race because of the incident with Anthony Serrano.
The lap 1 incident hitting the yellow sausages. Yeah, it's a bit harsh, but also he's P12 right now, and he's 4 laps away from the lead. So yeah, maybe he gave up. Yeah, it's something that he was, I think, P3 on the grid, and yeah, it's something that you go from hero to 0, and yeah, it's something hard.
Yeah. Anyways, Liam Kerr still in first place. Benjamin Zies, no more DRS, but Benjamin Zies has been at one point he's been at 2/10, and the next lap he was at 2 seconds. So it's this kind of inconsistency that it's really making his season much harder than it should be.
Yeah, it may be. He must be aware if it's some inconsistency as Liam is heading into the boxes. So he's going to be super fast right now with the medium tire. He's the only one who knows that if it's something battery related, because he's playing with the battery, deploying more or harvesting more energy, or it's something that he's making pure human mistakes with those off tracks and all that. I think everyone is experiencing right now making its 17th lap with his tires. So yeah, it's something that maybe even Benjamin it's experiencing the lack of grip on the last sector with those.
Lamper is saying a lot. Sorry, Alex, but Lamper is saying a lot in the pit lane. That's 14, 15 seconds. What's happening?
I think he has a speeding penalty for sure.
Oh, this is a disaster. He is giving away his win to Benjamin. Let's see, 26, 30 seconds. How long is the speeding in the pit lane?
I think it's 40. So yeah, if he's releasing in the next 5 seconds, for sure it's a speeding penalty.
Yeah, I think it is.
He wants to go out. He see how he's steering, like, release me, let me go out, please.
Oh, yeah, surely 44.27 seconds. So this is the 40-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and the 4-second time in which his tire has been changed. But this is absolute disaster and an absolute heartbreak for Limker and all of the Aussies that are cheering for him behind the TV.
Yeah, look where Benjamin is. It's right behind him. It's about to lap him. It's pretty hard. It's something that you have to as well test it. It's not pushing every corner and doing long runs. It's also where you have to brake for the pit lane. It's something new for everyone, and it's it's a weird pit lane because it's on the middle of the straight. It's more like Monza maybe. You're going full speed and you have to do a chicane. You are not doing every lap. And yeah, even maybe they're doing 250 kph, maybe more. And they, if you brake maybe 5 meters earlier or farther, you're going to have a pit lane incident with the speed. Yeah, it's something that you don't want to experience. As Benjamin, I think, is pitting in right now. So, yeah, fingers crossed he didn't have a penalty as well.
Alex, Joan Solvale is on the hard compound tires for 14 laps.
He was on the soft tire at the beginning.
I think he mispressed because you cannot go from soft hard.
Yeah, maybe a human mistake while selecting the tires is something that you can do, but they are getting up the car for Benjamin, and let's see if they are releasing him. Yeah, that's a front wing change for sure, because he was staying a little bit longer with the front in the air.
10 seconds he has been stationary, but he has all the time in the world. Well, not really, because Joan Solvale is only 3 seconds away.
Yeah, let's see how Juancho goes with the hard tire. For sure, Benjamin is going to have one eye on the black box, seeing the gap with Juancho. But I hope now that Juancho makes it to the podium, so we can ask him about the decision of the hard tire.
Yeah, maybe he knows something that no one knows. Maybe the hard tire is actually the fastest on this track. Maybe it's faster than the medium.
It could be, but we saw Benjamin do 18 laps on the softs. So yeah, the common sense will make you think that the hard tire will go like 50, 60 laps in average, and I think it's a bit crazy with the hard tire. But yeah, I'm putting my money on human mistake rather than some information from Pirelli. But let's hope that we can ask him.
Yeah, I think there is a problem because 1 second it appears that Juanzo is 40-50 seconds away from Benjamin, and now it appears he's only 3 seconds away from Benjamin. Wondering what's the real gap between those two.
On the map on the right hand side we can see that it's closer to 3-4 seconds than 40 or 14. But yeah, maybe something related with the lag, because as we saw sometimes that Liam is disappearing or something like that. Maybe something related with that. Nevertheless, Juancho has 11 seconds behind, so if the tires are not hot enough, maybe he can do some, not some burnout, but maybe some heavy steering to the left and to the right to get them into temperature. So yeah, I think it's after the Liam incident, the pit lane incident, it's pretty much a boring race for Benjamin and Juancho at the front. But Stefan and Troy, for sure they're having a battle until the end.
Yeah, is it there any possibility that, you know, maybe he doesn't feel okay with the medium tires? Maybe he feels like he's faster on the hard?
In iRacing, it's hard to believe that because we only use the soft and the mediums, the red and the yellow market tires. So yeah, it's I hardly believe that, but yeah, it's something, as you said, it's something that maybe he tried. Also, we have, I think, on season 3 we have at least it is visual training, like how do you say?
You can see how the tire wears.
Yeah, and last season was like the more cambered you have the tires, the more gray area and black area you have in on the tire, and now like the bubbles that they are forming on the tire, and also the rubber that you are throwing out, to say it like that you are throwing out your car, which are sticky on the surface of the rubber. Yeah, it's something that you can see on iRacing now. So maybe he's I don't know, maybe he saw something with the soft tire and panicked and yeah, and selected the hard tire.
Yeah, but he's losing a lot of time to Benjamin. 6 seconds already the gap. At one point when Benjamin left the pit lane, it was only 3 seconds. Now it's 6 seconds, so the gap has doubled between the first and the second driver. So the strategy with the hards is not really working. But Stefan Hoffman is not gaining. On the other hand, he's losing time to Troy Banks, who's in the DRS zone. I don't think he has DRS this time around, but next lap for sure he will have, because he's only 7 tenths away, and he's gaining. Let's see, we're now going to turn 2, which is only a very fast king, and now this is turn 3, and then the long, fast right-hander turns 5 and 6. Let's see if he will get even closer. He doesn't. The gap stays like this, and through the hairpin, turn 6. It's impossible to overtake through here, but now it's a long, fast, well, it's not really a straight because it has 2 corners, but it's flat out through here. Now through this twisty, slow section, Troy Banks looks faster than the German driver through here as Ellen Nielsen overtakes Alarik van den Bos. Let's see, and now we're going through this.
You saw there the dirty air. He was trying to follow the car, and he had to correct the car there because it upset the car. Oh, and
Alright,
he's making a mistake.
And now with DRS, I'm sure that Troy Banks will get overtake this, and he's getting pushed close to the pit lane, but there's nothing you can do. The DRS is so powerful through Fuji and also the slipstream. You are literally a sitting duck when you are getting attacked, and look how much has Troy Banks gone in front of Stefan Hoffman, and that's it. Troy Banks gets on the podium. Let's see if Liam Kerr can recover, because Liam Kerr is 1 second faster than Stefan Hoffman. We have 11 laps to go, so this might go down to the wire. In the last lap, he might have the chance if he keeps this pace.
Yeah, Stefan wasn't too slow or something like that. He made a mistake, and then the DRS zone is super powerful. So yeah, it's the same as we saw.
Coming back, Alex.
Yeah, that's battery deployment for sure, because it's not DRS related or something like that. So yeah, as I was saying, just to stay behind and then use the DRS zone for your own benefit.
They have been very close through there, as we are now going through turns 14 and 15, corner nets, and we're now heading to Panasonic, the last corner, where Stefan Hoffman has done a mistake last lap, as we have seen there how fast Liam Kerr is, but only more because he has done a mistake. 4 seconds, he lost only this lap. So Liam Kerr is out of the contention for the podium, but now Stefan Hoffman will have the DRS and slipstream. We know how powerful this is. Will he move to the left or to the right? He moves to the left. Liam Kerr will, Stefan Hoffman will have the inside. Is that enough? Because Troy Banks is keeping his car there, but that's it. His move done, but Troy Banks will come back. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, they're going to be swapping DRS activations one lap with each other. So yeah, maybe you can count if you have the DRS on the even or the odd lap count.
He's gone wide. Troy Banks has done a mistake, and this puts him out of the contention for the podium. And Stefan Hoffman gets a free ticket to a top 3 here at Fuji.
Yeah, but also don't count him out because it's only 2 seconds. For sure, Stefan maybe can relax a little bit, but not that much. And maybe Troy, if he doesn't make any mistake, he still has seven laps to recover. So yeah, let's watch that battle.
But if there's one driver that is getting helped by all this battle, is Juan Sovale, who not only that hasn't lost time to Stefan Hoffman and Troy Banks, he still has 1 time on those hards. He's 1 second faster than the drivers behind him because they're concentrated on battling.
Yeah, it's something that if you maybe have a doubt or something like Juancho maybe is having with the hard tire, maybe like why did I put these tires on? Yeah, it's relaxing to see that the cars behind are battling because your gap is getting bigger and bigger. And yeah, it's as I said, if Stefan can have a relaxing period, yeah, for sure, Juancho can have a relaxing maybe walk around his house because yeah, 18 seconds it's a lot to recover on seven laps. So yeah, he can sit back, relax, maybe open the window a little bit because it's too cold here in Spain, too hot, sorry, here in Spain. And yeah, just enjoy the ride, and also very important here in a new circuit like Fuji for us on iRacing. Maybe try something different. Maybe try to learn something from the hard tire, in his case, and yeah, maybe understand better how the car reacts on the circuit without crashing, for sure.
Yeah, Ranso, I'm looking at lap times, and Ranso Valley is not that slow on the hard tires. He's only 3/10 slower than Benjamin Zietz was on the medium tires. Anyways, if there's one driver that we should be keeping an eye on, is Liam Kerr, because Liam Kerr is close to 2 seconds faster than drivers. Last lap he's been 4 seconds faster than Troy Banks. This lap 8 and 10 faster than Troy Banks.
Had a massive off track on 23, I think it was.
Still, he's been 2 seconds faster than Troy Banks last 2 laps ago.
But also Troy was 1.9 now. Yeah, it's still 1.8 away from Stefan, which the gap was bigger before. So yeah, I think they are all settling and preparing for the last part of the race.
Stefan Hoffman, we can see in lap 24, he's been 3 seconds faster because obviously Troy Banks has done the mistake, he's gone wide. As this is the comparison in top 3, we can see how fast Liam Kerr is. He's done the mistake in lap 23 because if he wouldn't have lost those 3 seconds, he would have been in contention, I think. Because if you calculate, it would have been 6 seconds to the cars in front. But anyways, I still think that Liam Kerr has a chance if he keeps pushing like this.
Yeah, it's going to be close. As we saw, many comebacks get the result on the last lap. But yeah, with maybe 1 second per lap is not enough for him. But maybe if Troy gets to Stefan, they battle again and lose so many time, and then Liam is able to get them. So we can have a three-way battle at the last lap, hopefully.
Yeah, he's pushing Troy Banks. We can see he's pushing because the gap is going down. In the last 2 laps, Troy Banks has recovered 1 second, so he doesn't want to let this podium get away from him. It's a great chance that Troy Banks has in the last race, Troy has finished in 9th place, so a podium would come like a glove for him.
Yeah, and for sure, Liam is cheering up for Troy right now, because if he gets to Stefan, which is just 1/10 away from getting DRS, so I think if he keeps this pace, he's going to have DRS next lap. So for sure, Liam is screaming on his helmet, "Go Troy, go!" and get him and slow him down so we can fight together.
He has slipstream, and we can see how powerful slipstream is because he recovered 3/10 only thanks to the slipstream, and he's now in the DRS window. So Troy Banks is back in the battle for the podium. Let's see.
Yeah, and also Stefan has a back marker in front of him, and maybe he's going to catch him on the last corner, and that will give him DRS. That will be critical for Stefan, because if he gets DRS, maybe Troy is not getting it, and he can get away with a couple of tenths.
Something happened to Alvaro. Something happened to Alvaro Gutierrez because he's losing a lot of time. He lost the position to Tyler Nelson, and the gap is getting very big very quickly. Look, 3 seconds now. 3.5. Something is happening to the Spanish driver. There's a mistake. There's a mistake. Oh, from the back marker. I thought that's Stefan Hoffman.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but Stefan Hoffman has, as Alvaro is going to the pit lane, Stefan Hoffman has got scared by that as well because he has gone wide as well.
Yeah, it's better than finish fourth and without making contact than have a contact with the back marker. Now stay behind, don't try anything now because he's too far away. But yeah, next lap again, go for it.
Yeah, but Troy Banks has gone past Alex. Troy Banks is now up in third place. He overtook Stefan Hoffman.
Yeah, but Stefan knows that it's a mistake that he did because of the back marker. He can stay behind as he did the lap before when Troy made the mistake. So yeah, stay behind, still 4.5 laps to go. So yeah, stay behind and have DRS, which is critical, and then you can overtake him in the next corner.
Yeah, we're seeing the replay now of the incident. Let's see what happened with Alaric Van den Bos. This incident put off Troy Banks.
Oh, but it was Troy the one that went flying, so maybe a front wing damage might be causing
Tension damage as well.
Yeah. He's still within the DRS zone, so hopefully he didn't get any damage from that. But yeah, let's see how it goes, because yeah, the sausages are criminal as we saw.
Yeah, and if there's one driver that is getting very happy, oh, he's going wide again. If there's one driver that is very happy because of this incident, is Liam Kerr, who is recovering only 5.5 seconds. In the last lap, Liam Kerr has been 2 seconds faster. He might still have a shot to the podium.
Yeah, and Stefan lost the DRS.
You can see him. Sorry, Alex. You can see him in the distance. He's that blue car. So Liam Kerr now has a clear vision to his opponent. In the last lap, he's been 3 seconds faster than Stefan Hoffman. He is going to be there.
Yeah, we hope that he recovers that time, and also the other way around, as we saw a couple of laps before, Stefan is going to be going.
Oh, he's right again.
Yeah, he's going to be wanting to recover that 3/10 to give him DRS, so he can stay in the game for the next 2 laps.
This is Troy Banks, who looks like he's now escaped, but I think I said this about these two 3 or 4 times. Whenever there's a gap forming between these two, the other one is recovering. It's a huge crash.
No,
it's a huge crash because of the sausages. This is incredible. Already stuck.
Second time in a row. Yeah, maybe the lack of grip on the final stages of the race.
This is so unlucky because the mistake wasn't that big, but the result is huge, and Stefan Hoffman is out of the race.
Yeah, I think he was trying to apply the throttle in the same spot as in earlier stages of the race and qualifying. And yeah, you saw that the car was understeering. He was turning to the right, but the car wasn't turning. So yeah, maybe he was angry to get Troy as early as he can, but yeah, the car couldn't cope with the steering radius.
Oh, this is so sad, as we're seeing a mistake from Tyler Nelson. What happened to the American driver? Let's see. This is turn 9.
Yeah,
This-
turn 10, the hairpin slash chicane. He reversed it. That's crazy. I think you can take the shortcut
Everything goes straight.
and have a bit of a slowdown, which is not that big. So, ooh, nice drift there from Liam.
Can Lam Kerr get back to Troy Banks? Oh,
Whoa! Yeah, those sausages. I don't want to be on top of them. I think he was doing the same.
Lam Kerr, you can see how hard he's pushing because he's getting inches away from those sausages that are absolute killers.
Yeah, it's 5 seconds in 2 laps. I think it's mission impossible. It's only 7/10 faster than Troy, but yeah, anything can happen. Troy also can have an incident with the sausages or the curbs or something. And yeah, for sure Liam is going to be frustrated because if not P1, he will have finished P2 without the speed incident on the pit lane. So yeah, it's hard to be in his position, to be honest, because he fought so hard. He get the pole position, which is not easy. Also new circuit, and yeah, for sure he will be frustrated, and also because on the sofa will be frustrated with that P4 result for Liam.
What happened to Stefan Hoffman? I think he had an incident with Enzo Ghilardini. Was that the case? Let's see. No, yes, it was.
Yeah, cold tires. Yeah, he lost it on the slow speed.
Yeah, but there's something about Enzo Ghilardini that has gone under the radar. Enzo Ghilardini has set the fastest lap of the race, 1:14.8.
Maybe he went into the he has gone 3 times into the pit lane. Maybe he went on the soft tires, which is now, and he tried that. Let's see if Benjamin. We are on the last lap. Benjamin is on the last corner, and let's see if he tries to steal that fast lap at the end, which is pretty common for him. If he didn't do any mistake, maybe we can see a purple lap time for him.
I think this is it. Alex, this is it. Benjamin Zies is now going to cross the line to win. So the world champion from season 2 wins here in Fuji.
1:14.6, which is
Fastest lap. Fastest lap is the first lap of the race.
Yeah, I think he had the 1:14.1 before. He did now 1:14.6, but yeah, he's still got the 26 points from this race. So well done, Benjamin.
He's gone through a battle with Liam Kerr, but still, he's got that win. He's gone very close. It was joyful to watch, but it ended very quickly because of the penalty of Liam Kerr. And the only thing that we're going to think about after this race is going to be what would beneath Liam Kerr as he's crashed. We were just talking about him, and he's crashed so heavily. He doesn't have a front wing. He doesn't have a rear wing either. So for the second time running, we're going to have a car finishing the race without the front wing or the rear wing. Can Benefits get him? Can Benefits get him? Let's see, he's moving on a straight. Oh, what a shame.
I was seeing that he's having trouble with the connection because and he was P5 at the end.
P5, yes.
Was it close with the laps at the back? I don't know. Maybe if they were back markers or no. Yeah, I was saying that Evans was saying that Liam Kerr crashed, but I thought it was something related to his connection. But no, it was again this sausage, the criminal sausage.
Oh, this is huge, Alex.
Yeah, he was lucky to finish. Oh, he got stuck. Yeah, that's something that you experience maybe when you are trying to. Oh, he lost so much time there.
Let's see on board with the Aussie. There was a huge crash.
Yeah, there wasn't any point to fight those couple of turns at the end because he wasn't about to overtake Benny. But yeah, Troy, I think it was. But yeah, for sure he was frustrated, as I said before. He qualified on pole and then have a mistake with the pit lane incident. So yeah, it's silly to get those mistakes, but yeah, it's something that can happen on the race day.
Benny Fidge from P11, he has finished P4, so that's a 7th place recovery for Benny. Amazing race for the German driver. As we're now seeing the final results of the race, I don't think there are any more penalties to be applied, but we can see the gap between Troy Banks. Oh no, that's a glitch. That's a glitch. I thought that Troy Banks and Benny Fidge were tied up, but they weren't actually. Troy Banks has finished by quite a margin in third place. Anyway, Joan Salvale, from soft to hard, that has worked very well for him. As we're now waiting for the drivers to come into our commentators box and get in our interviews. Are having here with us the world champion from season 2, the winner from today's race, Benjamin Ziz. Congratulations for your win, and if you can talk us through your race.
Hello there. Well, my race was I don't know how to call it. It's a tricky track, so I guess it was a tricky race. I had quite an intense fight with Liam. He was very aggressive in some corners, and unfortunately, I don't know, something happened to him in the pits. So from there on, it was just to the end.
As you've mentioned at the start of your response, it is a tricky track. As I know from Alex, it's a pretty new added track on iRacing. So my question for you is, how does it feel to race at Fuji?
Yeah, it's intense. A lot of quick, fast pace, lefts and rights. But at the last sector, there's like slow corners where you can't see the apex, or they're basically blind. Yeah, the last sector is especially the tricky one.
Yeah, at the start of the race, you've had a very interesting battle with Liam Kerr. So what was going through your mind? Because Liam was doing some pretty crazy dive bombs down your inside to recover those positions. So have you got angry because of these moves?
I mean, partially, yeah, because I passed him on the straight, and then he dive bombs from like 2 car lengths behind, doesn't hit the corner, completely misses it, but still comes out ahead of me. Unfortunate, but yeah, I guess he got the better of it.
Yeah, one last question from me, Benjamin. You're doing a lot of mistakes in these 2 races. So is it the pressure because you are world champion, or is it something else that's going on?
Last race was Montreal. Don't really like this track. I like that track. This race, Fuji. Don't really know this track. I'm saying it's because of the track. Next week, Monza. You're not going to see a single mistake from me.
Certainly hope so.
Me too.
Yeah, I think he missed me on track because when I'm on track, he doesn't make any mistakes. So maybe something related with that. Yeah, I had a question for you and I forgot it. Yeah, it was about the off tracks on the last sector, as you said. How bad were those sausages? Because we saw a lot of incidents there.
Yeah, the last sector is especially tricky because of all the sausage curbs. So if you just hit the curb, you get sent flying, like Liam the last lap, I think it was. Yep. So you have to go around it on the outside and then take the slowdown of like 1.5 seconds. It's a tricky track. Yeah.
Well, you took seriously the fact that I said see you on the commentators booth at the end of the race. Well, you took that seriously and get the victory. So yeah, nicely done.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations once again, Benjamin. And we will now go to the driver that has finished in 2nd place. Joanso, it's been a pretty solitary race for you. You have been in 2nd place by quite a margin in front and also behind of you. So talk us through your race.
Well, thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate Benjamin for his win. Incredible pace, and it's a shame for Liam what happened to him. I don't know exactly what happened, but they were fighting very hard. It's a shame he didn't finish. Well, in my case, fortunately, I couldn't make a lot of practice prior to this race, and my pace wasn't good enough. In qualifying, I was 1.1 seconds behind the leaders, huge gap. And during the race, I tried not to make any mistakes, just trying to keep focused on being on track. And that's pretty much. Well, also I did a terrible mistake during my pit stop. I thought that I had selected the medium tires, but in fact I have selected the hard tires. And well, that wasn't enough to be closer to Benjamin, because he was really faster than me, more than 5 seconds, 0.5 seconds per lap. But what a pretty consistent race. And also it's a shame for Anthony. I think in lap 3, I think I was making an overtake in the outside lane in the chicane, and in the net code, I think he was out of the race. Something that happened to me last time also in Canada with Benjamin, when we touched with a net code, and there was an unfortunate error by the simulator. But second place is an incredible result despite all of the things.
Yep. Congratulations, Joan. So we were just thinking here in the commentators box, what is Joanso doing? Why is he on the hard tires? Well, my last question from me today for you is, how bad are the hards actually in a race? Because I've heard a lot of times that it's impossible to race on hard, that they're super slow, but you have been pretty fast on them.
No, I think the tire degradations, especially in the front tires, are very bad. Worse than with the mediums or the soft tires, I think, in my opinion. And maybe the first few laps are quite good, but then it's very, very slow. And in this track in particular, maybe in another track they're pretty consistent, but I didn't feel good in this track with these tires.
Did you notice if it was something maybe temperature related, because they are too cold or something like that?
Sincerely, I wasn't looking too much the display. I'm on VR and I was concentrated only on the dark part of the track.
Yeah, but it's something noticeable for that statement, that it's worse for the tire wear with the harder tire. But yeah, maybe it's something that they don't get up to temperature. I was saying, it's for me it was a human mistake doing putting the hard tire, because it's not something that we are used to. 50% races, it doesn't make any sense to put them at all. But yeah, I was saying maybe if he's having trouble with the temperature, and I was monitoring the gap with Benjamin and Troy and Stefan behind, because they were fighting. I was like, maybe if he's having trouble, he has the time to not relax, but to maybe try to normalize it in a different way, and then sometimes. Hopefully for you, there was a huge gap at the back, and you just have to drive the car to the end. So yeah, nicely done, because as you said, you were P6 at the start with more than 1 second to the pole lap time, and it's something nice to see a comeback in the race. So yeah, congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations once again, Joan. And also congratulations to Troy Banks, who finishes in 3rd place after a very interesting battle with Stefan Hoffman. Obviously, Stefan has crashed, but Troy, that was amazing to watch. So talk us through your race.
Man, I am super excited to be on my first podium with this league. I mean, a lot of fast guys, super fast, but I mean, I got in that battle with Stefan, and it was super exciting. I just put my head down and just drove the wheels off of it, man. Very exciting.
Yeah. First of all, I have to say that I love your accent and also your hype, Troy. There was a very interesting battle with Troy Banks, and there was one moment with Stefan. But there was a moment in about lap 27, I think it was, where you have done a mistake and you have gone wide. You lost about 3 seconds there. So was there any moment that you thought that the podium is gone for you?
Oh yeah. When I went wide, I come up to that corner a little hot, and he was braking a little early. So I kind of keep avoid from hitting him. I went a little wide, and I thought Lim was gonna catch me. I mean, he was really pushing behind me, and yeah, I thought he was gonna get me, but then he had that he had a little crash or something. I don't know. I seen him he's dropping off, so I was just like, now I can relax.
Well, nice job. Also, I was watching, how was your qualifying, and you were also P7. So yeah, you made a great recovery there, Troy, and as you said, the first podium with us. So yeah, congratulations. Also, you had an American start on this race because maybe something was misconfigured on the server. Maybe that helped. So yeah, next race maybe we can do also a rolling start and have the same luck.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yep. Thank you, everyone, for these interviews. Congratulations, Benjamin Ziz, for the win. Congratulations, Joanso and Troy, once again, for the podium. Alex, it's been a pleasure, as always, to commentate with you. And Kevin, Stam, thank you for all the amazing work that you have done. Without saying too much, behind the buttons, you're doing a magic work that none of us probably could never do. Also, the last but not least, thank you to all of the viewers who are with us every single week, and thank you for sticking with us here at Anti-Star Racing. Next week we're going to be at Monza Monday at the same time, so until then, take care and see you guys next time.